First, I would like to say thanks to all of you to give me this opportunity to stand here and to talk to you. When I saw this topic, it's actually so broad, and the place I belong to, Pakistan, there are so many problems relating to religion that it was very difficult for me actually to choose something from it. There is so much to say. So now, I would focus on the education basically, because I personally think that education is the basis for every development, for every progress all around the world. And one more thing which I would like to say is that it's very difficult for me to separate my experience in Pakistan, my background from Pakistan, from this topic, because I think personally that there is so much similar between Ireland and Pakistan in educational system. Yes, one is Catholic and one is Muslim, but it's based on theocracy. So I would start with it, that the story of my region is quite sad. Why? Because at one point it was quite a secular kind of place. It is still the land which is known for its oldest Gandhara and Indus Valley civilizations. Its valleys are still known for the Buddhist and Hinduism heritage. There are still many historic symbols there that remind us of Jewish communities. There are still the most holy and sacred temples of Sikhs on the same land. It is still the home to many Christians and Parsis. But for many, the environment is not the same, and it's not conducive as it was before. So what's the reason? There is a big reason behind it. When Pakistan was made in 1947, it is very important point to note that 40% of the population of that country was non-Muslim, belonging to different religions. And currently it has reduced to 4%. It's a very big difference. There were about 190 Islamic seminaries, Islamic schools, when Pakistan was made. And now it has increased to 40,000 Islamic seminaries, where most of them are teaching the syllabus of extreme interpretation of religion and biased approach towards other religions and beliefs. Islamic education in schools till 10th grade is compulsory. The textbooks in schools ignore the pre-Islamic history, and if they are mentioned, it is highly subjective and biased towards other religions. It's quite limited. Education is like Ireland, heavily based on religious grounds. Anything which contradicts religion is not acceptable, is rejected, in other words. So I would say that there is a strong relationship between the educational system and implementation of laws in any society. It is important to realize that laws are mostly made for the majority and influenced by the opinions and demands of the majority. Therefore, majority opinion will be reflected in the laws of that country. And specifically, if constitution of that particular country is giving assurance and endorsements to a particular religion, so it means that that religion will have influence on the society, will have hold on the society. And where it leads? It actually leads to outcasting of other religions, of other beliefs, of other opinions, which may be religious, which may be non-religious. And one more thing which I would like to say, that if you're a theocratic state, not a secular state, so by taking a cover of religion, the theocratic states actually infringes the very basic human rights. How? For example, recent example would be Iran. Iran has legalized marriage with female children of age 9. Saudi Arabia has legalized marriage with female children of age 10. In theocratic states, all anti-women laws, anti-minority laws, which institutionalize discrimination are based on the religious authorities who do not approve of the individual status of women and does not give equal respect to the other religions. Yes, of course. If the constitution is endorsing one particular religion, in other words, it's saying to the other religions that this is more important religion, and if something else will contradict this particular religion, so it will not be accepted. In these circumstances, even if the legal reforms are made, still they are not implemented justly. For example, currently in Pakistan, many cases of rape, honor killings, domestic violence go unreported and unheard, not because there is no law. Yes, there are legal reforms now, but because of lack of implementation. And what is the basic reason of the lack of this implementation? This is the same reason that the mindsets of the society are biased against women, are biased against other religion, are biased against minorities. And they think, and they have been taught and educated that modernity, progress, and tolerance of any kind is a conspiracy against religion. These teachings results in bias against everything which is not relating to that particular religion. And in many cases, it deprives minorities from their very basic rights of freedom, freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of opportunities, so on and so forth. On the other hand, more progressive and healthy societies represents its strength, peace, and maturity through diverse opinions, distinct religious and non-religious groups, and understanding of each other's differences without aggression and violence. In other words, they are able to adopt change, the change which can impact society in a positive mannerism. It's a start of a better living, and it's a start of a sound thinking. In conclusion, I would say that one particular set of belief or only one kind of religious education impacts the opinions, the mindsets of the society as a whole, which in turn impacts the law, which in turn creates another reinforcing cycle. So it becomes a vicious cycle. To break this cycle is to have an educational system which is based on secular values with current knowledge of scientific studies. When religion is brought into school, it should be done at appropriate age and in the context of comparative study of religion. These studies should include the understanding of other non-religious theories and philosophies for a better, well-rounded understanding. Thank you.